pills. I'm feeling so slim. Like, I feel so skinny now. I done lost 3 whole pounds. 3. Bit not 1, not 2, but bit 3.
Yo, Shake Nation.
I hope you have your cups ready because I am spilling all the tea about my 41-pound weight loss. Yes, girl, I've been waiting so long to do this video because one, I wanted to reach like my core goal. I still got a little bit of work to do. You want to hear everything, sis, because I did a lot. And I want to give a special thank you to Thrive Market for collaborating with me on this video. A lot of what you see in today's video, the supplements, my sweeteners, my pre-workout, so many of my favorite items come from Thrive Market, and they are willing to give you guys 25% off your first purchase, and you get a free 30-day trial. I paid the annual membership fee just like you all, okay sis? I just recently made another purchase. I love Thrive Market. They have some of the best prices in comparison to what's at the grocery store, because trust me, I check, and you can donate. I really love what they are doing for the community, and you can shop specialized categories, whether you're gluten-free, you prefer vegan options, organic options. They have so many things for the whole family, okay? I posted this picture on Instagram and nearly got almost 200 comments. I was definitely surprised. You guys were taken aback at the results, but you didn't even see like the true raw photos from my weight loss. Like, sis, look at these images. I wanted to show you guys the true before and after. This is what I was hiding behind my clothes, and this is what losing control looks like. This is what giving up looks like. This is what dealing with broken friendships, dealing with moving 3 times in a 4-month period looks like. This is what dealing with the fact that my father has cancer and he's no longer in remission. It's back. This is what this looks like. And my father has been sick on and off for some time, and it's been a struggle. I would be at his hospital bed and I would be eating. That is how I would soothe myself, and that's not healthy. But when your parent is sick, when a loved one is sick, how do you handle that? It's difficult. Watching his health deteriorate, watching him lose weight, watching him be frail. He was around my starting weight. I started at 182.6 pounds, 183 pounds. This is in the end of February when I weighed myself, and I just basically almost jumped off the scale. I was so disappointed in me. I let myself go. And it's like you want to kind of attribute it to so many things that are happening in your environment, that are happening in your life, that are happening to you. But I am the sum not only of what is happening to me, but how I respond to it. And I have to be stronger mentally, physically, emotionally to handle the things that are going on in my life, as well as spiritually. Because if you're not whole, it's never gonna come together. And I wanted to do this video in a question and answer format because I want you guys to get what you need so that you can start your journey. Don't put it off. Know that you can do it. And if I can do it, if I can gain control, because I'm dealing with some of the same things that were stressing me out before, but the difference now is I'm healthier mentally. As I heard Kev on stage say, start before you're ready. Condition your mind before you're ready. Tell yourself you can do it before you're ready. Write it down. Tell yourself you can do it. You are worth the change, and your health is of the utmost importance. You are your #1 priority. And if you have children, if you have family, loved ones, your spouse, live for yourself first, but love yourself enough to want to be around for the people who you truly love and who are healthy and serve you. So, okay, the first question comes from Kamari93. She asked, what was the first thing you did to get started, and how have you remained consistent? I started running. like I said in my last weight loss journey, you start walking and running. I started with 1.5 miles, and I use the Samsung Health app because it's really good at showing me my progress over time. Even though in my last weight loss journey I weighed less, like the lowest I was 131, and I'm actually 142.3. okay, 142.3. And I run better now than when I was 25 and 26. So you can always improve your health. And what helps me to stay consistent is that I accept the fact, if I don't work out, I am going to gain weight. If I don't eat healthy, I am going to gain weight. And I need to get control of portion size, portion control, so that I can stay in control. And understand that working out is not intended to be like this, like death sentence almost. Fitness is about keeping the mind healthy, keeping the body moving. I just feel energized. I feel so much better about myself when I work out, and that fulfillment translates into other areas of your life if you let it, and you have to let it. If the treadmill isn't for you, try yoga. If yoga isn't your thing, try Zumba. There are so many different ways to get active. You just have to figure out what works for you. Don't do what you see other people do, because that can lead to disappointment, especially if you aren't seeing the same results as the person who you aspire to be like. So keep it realistic. Always be willing to research things and keep an open mind and adapt, because you're going to change throughout your weight loss journey. Your mind is going to change, as it should be, and your body's going to change, and what it wants will change. The next question comes from Marquisha. What kept you motivated throughout your weight loss journey, and did you work out at a gym? So what kept me motivated throughout my weight loss journey? Knowing that a better version of me was going to emerge, knowing that a healthier person was going to be on the other end, to live for my father, to be a source of support for him, and to be a stronger person just for myself and for those around me, so that, I wasn't kind of wallowing in my stress anymore. I didn't like the feeling of just sort of being so blah, just laying in bed, eating like nonstop. I learned about what Chick-fil-A was at 27, and it honestly ruined my life, because I was eating there all the time. I spent a lot of money on takeout, on food. I just developed this mindset that I don't want to cook. I don't have to cook. So I was out dinner dates all the time, and it took a toll. I did not work out at a gym. I lost all of this weight with home workouts or working out outside, jumping rope. Your girl is a beast at jump rope, and jumping rope is so incredibly just like invigorating for the entire body. I'm old school, and where I grew up at, jump rope was the thing. So it's super easy for me. I understand that some people may have injuries. I sustained an injury while on my weight loss journey, and I still was able to lose weight doing low impact workouts. I love Millionaire Hoy. He is so encouraging, motivating. I mentioned him in my last weight loss journey, and I will mention him again. He is top notch. I love his HIIT workouts. I love his workouts that incorporate jump rope. He keeps it entertaining, he keeps it interesting, and he has a lot of variety. I also like Fitness Blender for my low impact workouts while I had sustained an injury, because it helped me to venture to a different part of my endurance and see my body moving in a different way, and I still lost weight. So it was lit. Question number 3, Feifei12 asks, girl, #body goals. How do you stay motivated, especially during the times when you're doing everything but seeing no results? I was discouraged 110% during the month of May. I was slow to lose weight. It probably took me a little over a month to lose the next set of 10 pounds, because after I lost 20 pounds, my body was like, girl, you're good. Okay, we're gonna slow this down, and it really slowed everything down. So I had to reassess my diet. I was drinking smoothies largely with bananas in it, and bananas are a source of sugar, a source of carbohydrates, and I think my body had gotten acclimated to the meals that I was eating. I started my vegetarian cleanse on March 12th, and I started documenting everything I was eating, which I think everyone should do. And I documented everything I was eating so that I could come up with the vegetarian cleanse meal plan, which you all can purchase. I'll have the details linked in the description box, but I did that so I can see visually everything that was going into my body. And yes, that was what I needed to be eating because I lost 20 pounds eating that way. But after the set of 20 pounds that I lost, I had to readjust and reassess what I was eating. Yes, black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, and lentils were some of my favorites, but I had to kind of readjust. Even though I was eating the adjusted serving size, that carb intake, I had to really kind of reduce it so that I can continue to see results. After every 15 to 20 pounds, you need to reassess your diet and make changes. And it's okay to make changes. And I even looked into doing intermittent fasting because I think you don't need to eat as much calories as you think you do. Your body can do so much better fueling it wisely and, smart. The way that you eat can actually curb cravings and keep you full and, nourished for longer instead of, eating just because, okay, it's 12, it's lunchtime, I need to eat. I closed the window at which I was eating. So if I was accustomed to eating at like 8 a.m., okay, let's try 10 a.m. Then let's try 12 p.m. Let's start off with a smoothie. You guys know I love my smoothies. Those are my jam. And, then, okay, let's have a light lunch. Let's have salad. But then as I progressed, I took out the salad and then I'll just have dinner. So having 2 meals and keeping that window at about anywhere from 10 a.m. to about 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Constantly switching it up and keeping the body guessing. The next question comes from Tani's from Bella. I hope I said that right. What was your main hurdle during weight loss? May was a terrible month for me. I don't know what was going on. I just was not losing the weight. So I completely switched my workout regimen. I started running more miles. I went from doing 1.5 miles, keeping it simple, starting to do 3 miles. 3 miles became 5 miles so that I can see the results. And don't think that you can't test your body. Your body can endure a lot. It's just your mind is telling you you can't. So the intermittent fasting really kept me going and drastically reducing my carbs. If you see a hurdle, there's another opportunity to make a change and really turn up on your fitness. Shakara Nicole asked, yes, you look so gorgeous. Do you think you would have achieved the same results if you didn't give up meat? When I did my weight loss journey in the past, I was eating chicken and seafood, even though I am 100% vegetarian and I don't eat any meat. I do think it's possible to lose the weight, but I think I lost the weight a lot quicker this time around because my diet was a lot cleaner, like a lot cleaner. And I'm deriving my nutrients and my source of carbs from different products outside of meat. So it's like the carb intake is significantly lower, and it's just what I'm consuming and the portion sizes that I'm eating definitely helped. But again, like if you are someone who eats chicken, you eat seafood, you can definitely see the results. But I would say portion control was huge for me. Yeed21 asked, what was the key to your weight loss? Consistency. Consistency was the key. Getting out of bed even though I did not feel like working out. Jumping rope, and rotating what I did every day for exercise. Because, sometimes the monotony can really, it does something to the mental. You have to keep like exciting your body and doing something different. So jumping rope one day, doing high intensity interval training the next day, then doing weight training. I didn't go to the gym, so it was about surfing YouTube to figure out what Millionaire Hoy workout I was going to do or what Fitness Blender workout I was going to do. So Rosita Marie 36 and Wigs to Waist Length had similar questions. What is your daily carb intake? Are you taking any special vitamins? I do not count my carb intake, but I have reduced it drastically. I do not eat bread. I do not buy bread. I eat my low carb, low calorie wraps. That's all I do. No more bagels for me either, sis, and that's been very difficult. Wigs to Waist Length asked, well, come on through, friend. Any tips on curbing the carb crave? I'm a bread and pasta fanatic, and that's my main issue. I cannot eat pasta like that anymore. Like, if I eat it, it's once a month, once every 2 months, maybe twice every 2 months. I do not like to eat too much pasta, and you really got to be careful. Carbs can come from chips. I used to eat people under a table. I can eat chips, cake, cookies, ice cream, gelato, anything, you name it, your girl can eat it. And you have to you really got to work on your relationship with food and why you believe you need to eat it, because you don't need to eat it, you want to eat it. And sis, if I wanted that cookie, trust me, I was going to eat it. But when I have cravings now, I talk about it. I really want a cookie. I really want a cookie. I do not want to not have this cookie. I'm about to buy a giant Hershey Kisses with almonds. Be real with yourself. Talk to yourself about what's going on and what you're craving, and then recondition your body and say, I don't really need it. I get on Instagram and I tell you guys when I'm craving something, and the only time where I'm going to really give into my cravings is during that time of the month. I deserve that, okay? You know what, these hormonal changes are really getting to me, and if I don't get my chocolate, I'm gonna go crazy. But sometimes I will make alternatives. I'll make chia seed pudding. I love that. Or I'll do a chocolate mousse, which is so good because you make it with heavy cream and it's like whipped up goodness, and it's so much better for you than getting, you know, butter pecan ice cream or eating pizza and garlic knots. Naturalista asked, what is your workout regimen and eating regimen? So I wanted to give you guys like a little visual of what a typical day for me looks like. I get up in the morning and I like to drink right off the bat 32 ounces of water. This gets my body going. This really gets, you know, the insides, your digestive system revved up, and it really helps to keep me regular. To be honest, I like to have 64 ounces of water before 12 p.m. and I don't eat before I work out, so I like to have my pre-workout. And one of the pre-workouts that I use is by Vega Sport, and this is a pre-workout energizer in the acai berry flavor, and I've been taking this for the longest time. It has beetroot powder, it has yerba mate, it has turmeric, ginger root. It's really good for you. The reviews on this aren't stellar, but still, I like to spice mine up by adding the Thrive Market ghee with coconut oil. I love this ghee. It's like a clarified butter, and this gives me a fat source during my workout, so I'm not super hungry during my workout or slightly after, because you know I like to delay when I eat my first meal. And then I put fresh lemon juice in it along with turmeric. I am trying a new pre-workout by eBoost, and this is in the acai pomegranate flavor. Sis, this has like so many different healthy benefits. They have like every electrolyte you can imagine. I'll keep you guys updated on my Instagram. And then I like to have my smoothie. My smoothie is packed with pea protein. Pea protein is my #1 protein source, and I know She Stay Fabulous asked me about what do I eat for protein. I like powdered pea protein. Is unflavored. It has 27 grams of protein. I like to pack in my smoothie with 3 cups of spinach. I like to use spirulina. Yes, Thrive Market offers this awesome spirulina. And I like to put in berries. No more bananas. I like to use frozen blackberries or frozen black cherries. I like to even use strawberries. I like to keep it berry based because that's a better fruit for you as far as the sugar is concerned, as well as the carbs. And then I like to add in a sweetener, and this is coconut nectar. I no longer use maple syrup or even honey. I like coconut nectar because it's even better than agave. It's naturally occurring, and it's a low glycemic sweetener, which is so awesome for all of you who, you know, have dietary concerns or restrictions, and you have to be careful with, you know, anything that spikes your insulin or your blood sugar levels. I like to put a little bit of protein, additional protein, like peanut butter. This helps to, you know, keep me fuller for longer. For my liquid, I like to use veggie milk, or I'll use hemp milk, which I get directly from Thrive Market, and that is my smoothie. And let me tell you something, it's not about it being super delicious, but it helps to keep me full for longer, which I love. I have to take my supplements. I take a number of supplements because I have given up meat, seafood. I take iron now. I take calcium, magnesium, citrate with vitamin D3. I take collagen, you know, for my hair, skin, and nails. I also take zinc with vitamin C, which is so important because when you give up meat, you're giving up a lot of things like your zinc, your iron, your collagen, your protein. You have to make those adjustments so you do not suffer. You can suffer physically. That's why I say get your blood work done, and it'll begin to show, you know, that you are deficient in certain vitamins and minerals. You can start losing your hair. That was a concern of mine, and I got myself right together. Get your blood work done, check your hormones, make sure that you are good, you have an active, normal, regulated thyroid, because that can also present an issue. So catching it early and getting yourself together is key. Stacy SM15, I think, how many times a week did you exercise? I exercise anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. I used to do 6 times a week, but we're gonna cut that back because I'm getting closer to my goal. My ultimate weight goal is, this is just for me, sis, because I need wiggle room when the winter comes around. I need to be about 139.6, 139.8. Like I said, I'm 142.3. I'm not killing myself to get to that final goal, but that is just what I have in my mind. Again, I was a lot thinner last year or the year before that, so just remember that I was 131 and I'm 142.3 now. Okay, so to everybody who's saying don't lose any more weight, sis, I was even thinner in the past. I Fancy Cupcakes asked, first off, you look bomb. How often did you exercise? So I already talked about that. And she said, how many months did it take you to reach your goal weight? So I dropped my first 20 pounds in, I would say, 3 months. That's really what you need to get in gear. And then the fine tuning and getting toned, I would say 1.5 to 2 additional months. You can get your entire life and meet your weight loss goal or a significant part of it within 5 months. And if you go hard on your diet, because diet is 70% of weight loss, if you can get that diet together and you have your workout regimen to follow, you're gonna be straight. You're gonna kill them. Cameron Monet asked, first of all, give me my edges back. You look amazing. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for the compliments. Question, when working out, did you focus more on cardio or weightlifting? In the beginning of my weight loss journey, I had to get lean, sis. I was fluffy, okay? You know, fluffy and beautifully fluffy. I'm not saying I wasn't, but I had to lean out my body first so that I can, you know, have better form when toning and starting to lift weights. So now I do a lot more weightlifting. Trust me, I'm not the Incredible Hulk. That's not really where I want to be. You know, I can give you 6, 8, 10, 12 pounds. I'm working on trying to increase that. But again, if I want to get more into weightlifting, because I do want to get tight and right and get toned, okay, Makeup Shayla is like my fitness inspiration. I think I might join a gym. To keep full disclosure, sis, I might. I'll keep you posted if I do. I tell you guys everything. Paula J all day said, you look amazing. Did you also cut out sugar, sweets, desserts completely? If not, how often did you allow a treat? Any plans to add meat or fish back into your lifestyle? Did you go vegan or vegetarian? Thanks. Paula J all day, definitely check out my channel because I am a vegetarian and I have been since March 12th, 2018, and I am not going back to eating meat or seafood in any capacity. I did reduce my sugar and sweets in the beginning, but now I can have them, you know, once in a while. I don't believe in cheat week. I know I said that in the past, but we cannot do that now. That's not the best discipline. That's not the best practice. So I'm all about, reserving sort of like that cheat time during the weekend, or maybe once during, the week. I have to be realistic. I don't think having a cheat week is realistic. And if I do have a cheat day, I'm working out for at least 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going in, okay? I'm gonna do some jump rope. I might run, lift some weights. I'm doing everything that day. Steph Tack 1024 said, wow, what's your favorite go-to snack? That's my problem. A snack, sis? I like kettle corn, sweet and salty. You need something to balance. I love celery and ranch. You can also have frozen black cherries, frozen blackberries. People think that because you want a snack, it has to be something extreme like ice cream or gelato, bubble tea. It can be something super simple that meets that craving. Sometimes you need something salty, sometimes you need something sweet. Know the difference. Maybe have a balance of the two. That's why I like kettle corn. Now, this is the biggest question. A lot of you guys asked so many questions about my waist. How did I cinch this waist? Yes, I did waist training, and I wanted to save that for this video. The end of April, around April 19th, I ordered my first waist trainer from eBay. Sis, I wanted to rush that order. I got it in like 2 business days, I think, and it was a size medium. I was around 162 pounds, and I got the medium size, and when I first tried it on, I almost died. I was busting out. I could barely fit it, but I made it work. I wore it for like 8 hours the first day, and I kept wearing it, and I noticed I was able to make changes. I changed the settings on my corset the week of May 6th. So I received my waist trainer the week of April 23rd, and I was on a new setting on May 6th. I highly recommend this. They are good on returns. Make sure that you guys keep it 100 with yourself about your weight and your actual size, so you can, feel comfortable when you're doing this. They go up to a 3XL, sis. It's everything, okay? Highly recommend them. And on June 19th, I think, or June 24th, I ordered my next waist trainer. It's a vest. It has boning. It has the hooks in it. Oh my God, I really love it. And when I got that one, I almost died again. It's like, I love that it's a challenge every step of the way, and it really kept me going. And that's how I really brought in that curvature. And you guys are like, Pink, but you were able to keep your breast. I did lose some of my chest, okay? I gotta keep it 100. I worked hard to keep more of it now than when I lost weight previously. I did burpees, but I didn't OD. I did them during a workout, but I would reduce the repetitions. I didn't always want to do push-ups on the ground. I did them on the wall. I did not do arm workouts where you have to get on your back, like you lay on your back and you're doing your reps. Didn't even do those. I wanted to keep my girls, and I wanted to curve out my waist so I can have more of a shape this time around. I don't know if you guys consider waist training to be cheating. Do you guys think that's cheating? Let me know in the comments below, but it definitely helped me, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Again, this is where I started, and this is where I am, and I love me, and I've loved myself throughout this entire process. So lastly, striving for fitness at 44 asks for my #1 advice tip: don't give up on yourself. Believe in your mind first. Write it in your journal. Tell yourself that you can do it. Find support. If you can't find support in your daily life with the people that are around you, go online, check these message boards, check Instagram, and get genuine goals or people to look up to, and don't be so engrossed in someone that you become unrealistic in your expectations for yourself. You are not them, and your journey will be different. Do not give up on yourself. It's easy. What life throws at you, you can completely take control of it and stay in control. It's the thought that happens first. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I really got super vulnerable and real with you guys, and I hope you appreciate it. Any comments or questions you have, leave them in the description box. And again, check out thrivemarket.com. Use the link to get 25% off your first purchase and a free 30-day trial. I love you, and this is me.